Earlier this week, the city of Prairie du Chien issued a state of emergency due to the flooding of the Mississippi. News 19's Roger Staffaroni drove to the historic river city and tells you how the community there says they've learned to bend and not break when the water rises.
It makes you feel a little bit more at ease because we've been through this once. We know the steps we have to follow.
The Mississippi River is rising and the people of Prairie du Chien are ready.
The major difference this flood is the time of year. Usually we have flood and there's no leaves on trees. Now we have leaves on trees.
That was the case when floodwaters rose last April.
Well, I had a little bit of practice last year when we went through and it got to the 22.91 level. Last year I think everybody was kind of surprised when it did hit those record levels. Third highest flooding in our recorded history.
The National Weather Service shows the river currently at just over 17.5 feet. And the water is already pushing in at St. Ferial Island.
St. Ferial Island, we've been there before, but eventually the island will be shut down to all motor vehicle traffic.
When the city decides to close that down, the city police departments actually will be enforcing that.
The boat launches behind the historical Villa Louis have been closed. Sandbags have been filled. The water has moved past the first rows of park benches along the shore path. The curious have come to check it out.
We live in Lancaster, but we're down in Prairie all the time. And yes, last year when it was flooding, we were down here and checked it out. So just want to see what it was compared to.
And a city that's been around as long as Prairie du Chien knows flooding is part of its history.
You know, we can deal with it. We're used to it. It does happen somewhat frequently, but yet we know, it's a prepare. Okay, we know it's coming, prepare for it.
In Prairie du Chien, Roger Staffaroni, WXOW News 19.
Some local venues there have been relocated due to the flooding. The Farmers Market and Music in the Park, they've been moved to Lochner Park. And if you'd like to learn more about some of the other closures, you can get that information by going to cityofpdc.com.